Yo, what's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video. Now today, I'm gonna be giving y'all a beginner's guide to Fortnite Season 5. For all my new subscribers, I know you already know how to play Fortnite. I do this every season. I've been doing it the past 2 seasons because they do really well for me. So like I said, if you're a new subscriber, you know how to watch this, just leave a like, This is more for new people that are gonna find my channel for looking up how to play this game if they're brand new to it. So anyway, man. So like I said, I do this every single season. Anyway, let's get into it. All right, so let me hit y'all with the basics. Fortnite is basically a battle royale game where jump out a bus into a world, a map, you get loot, you get materials, and there's a storm that pushes you in until you're basically the last man or last team standing. It's 100 players per match, and that's basically the basics of the game. Fortnite has 4 main game modes. They just added one this season. Last few seasons I did this, it was only 3. It was only solo, duos, and squads. Now they just added trios finally, because we've been asking for trios for quite a long time. So if you're new to the game, trios is here, so you're good. Solos, everything's pretty self-explanatory. Solo, match alone with your friends, not your friends, alone. Duos, pair up with a friend. Trios, 3 people. Squads for 4 people. There's a maximum of 4 for any battle royale game. And then there's Team Rumble, which is basically a 20v20 where you basically respawn, get kills. It's kind of like a team deathmatch. All right, I ain't gonna lie, it's been about 2 weeks since that last clip you just seen. I got caught up with a bunch of shit. Couldn't even finish recording the video. Ended up not even finishing the video, so I'm gonna finish it now. So yeah, that last clip you just seen in a white shirt, that was like 2 weeks ago. But I'm caught up with what I already just said. So anyway, I went over solo, duo, squad, trios, all this bullshit. Team Rumble already went over it. Next, we got creative. So creative is basically a mode where you can practice builds, create your own map, look at different map codes. There's a lot of map codes that you can search up, a bunch of different mini games. I made a couple videos with map codes that you could use. For example, colorblind. My last video was just an XX concert. If you want to check it out, map code is going to be in that video in that description. You can 1v1 your friends. You get up to 16 players in that lobby, in the creative lobby. You can try out weapons. You can do a whole lot in creative. Basically, where you can also practice and stuff in your own world and stuff in there. You get the picture. And Battle Lab is basically a mode where you jump into your own battle royale map where you're by yourself, or you can bring a friend, and you're basically in the map by yourself. You 1v1 your friends. You can look at different locations, look at the map if you haven't unlocked the whole map. You can just go to different locations with nobody there. You can play with your friends. You can have up to 15 friends on that island, so do what you please there. There's chests. It's basically your own little world there. Now arena is basically like the competitive side of Fortnite. It's where you get points and you can get into tournaments that you see right here over at compete, and the more points you get, you can unlock tournaments like this, which you could do, and you could potentially win money if you're good enough, of course. And of course, on all these modes on the right side, it goes more in depth of what the mode is really about. There's solo, duos, and trios arena. There's no squads yet. They be taking out trios and squads a lot, mixing it up, so you'll see it when it's there. Now Spy Within is basically a creative map that they put in every once in a while. The most popular map that people are playing, they make it into an LTM mode kind of, and as you can see here, it says new community tab, and I haven't played it, but on the right it obviously shows. This changes a lot. It's whatever's most popping right now that people are playing, they put here for you to play with others. Now Party Royale is just a mode where you can chill, get away from sweats, play little mini games. It does not have anything to do with fighting. Mini games, when I say mini games, I mean like soccer, race around, basically just chilling, and mini games that you don't have to really like sweat on, if you know what I mean. Check it out. There'd be music, a lot of great shit. You can check it out, and like I said, on the right side, more in depth about the mode, but that's basically the gist. All right, so basically the main goal of every Fortnite game is to win the game. When you get that victory royale pop up on your screen, indicating that you're the last man or the last team standing. So the goal of the game is not getting the most kills, it's basically being the last man alive, or of course the last team, squad, duo, trios, whatever. But you can play more aggressive if you're trying to get more kills. But if you're trying to win the game, you play more passive. For example, you want to land in areas that have less traffic, which means there's less people there. Loot up, avoid fights until the very end. Try to pick your fights carefully. But if you want to get more kills, you want to land in places with more traffic or it's more packed, where you can rush people. And there are currently 17 named locations on the map right now. As you can see, your main goal when you land at a new location is to loot up, get materials, get weapons, and find chests. Your main goal is to find an AR, a shotgun, and SMG, which is a good loadout to start off in a game. So to know which loot you want to grab, you got to know the rarities, which is the best rarity, which is the worst rarity. There are 5 different rarities of gun. There's common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. In other words, gray, green, blue, purple, or orange. Orange being legendary, common being gray. It'll be up on the screen right now. And looting the map is kind of simple. You can find floor loot, chest loot, ammo crates. There's 2 different type of ammo crates. They're the regular ones, which I'm showing right here, and the blue ones. The difference between them is the blue one contains a little bit more ammo, and it may even have some heals, and the regular one just contains ammo. And there's also supply drops that come from the sky that you'll be able to see on your map. Those supply drops will always have a purple or orange gun, or in other words, legendary or epic gun, which should also come with healables and other items. And when it comes to chests, there are 2 types of chests. There's the normal chest, as you see right here, and the legendary chest. The normal chest will drop any random loot. It could be a gray gun, or it could be a legendary gun. It's completely random. It could drop shield, or it could not drop shield. Completely random with the loot. And the legendary chest will always guarantee epic or legendary loot. In other words, purple or orange loot. Now, for materials, there are llamas around the map that drop, I believe, 350 material each. We'll get to how materials work more later into the video. So it basically drops 350 for each category: wood, brick, and metal. Like I said, we're gonna get more into that later into the video. And it used to drop ammo, but it does not drop ammo anymore. So, well, it does, but it doesn't drop as much as it used to. All right, now, what you need to learn about now is healables. There are different types of way to heal. There are bandages, med kits, mini shields, big shields, and chug splashes. As to the best of my knowledge, I think that's all what's in the game right now. Hopefully I'm not forgetting any. If you see another healable that I may have not mentioned, leave it down in the comments and I'll explain to you what it is. Now, you always want to carry some healables around you just in case you're in a fight and you get hit. You never know when you're gonna need to pop it on spot. It might just save your life. Now, let's talk about the actual different kinds of weapons. First, we're gonna talk about the mid-range weapons. Now, for the mid-range weapons, we got the regular assault rifle and we have the AK. When you see these 2 guns and they have different rarities, this is all going to be based off preference. The assault rifle can go all the way up to legendary, and so can the AK. Once it goes to epic and legendary, they look different. I'm gonna show you right now in the screen, but it's basically still the same gun, just a higher rarity. And when you play the game more, you're gonna know which one you're gonna like using more. It's all about playing the game and feeling it out. Now, for shotguns, right now there's a few different type of shotguns. There's the main ones I'm gonna mention right now are the tac shotgun and the charge shotgun. Now, there are other shotguns like the Dragon Breath that they added this season. There are exotic, which I forgot to mention about exotic loot, because this is new to this. It's new to the game right now. The exotic loot you can only get from these bots around the map that you can buy from them with gold, that I will get into gold more later on into this video. That's the only way you can get exotic loot. So yeah, there's the Dragon Breath, and I don't know if there's another one. I think the double barrel is on here, which I'm gonna show you on the screen right now. I'll confirm it on the screen if it's on here. If it's not, it's not. All right, so let's talk about gold. Gold will drop around, and not technically drop. You'll get gold on the flow of the game, basically breaking stuff. It'll come out killing people. It'll be around the ground, just normal. The gold will stack up, so if you play one game and you get like 300 gold, the next game you're gonna come back with 300 gold, and it's gonna keep stacking up. And the gold you can use around the map, there are bounty hunters, and each one has like different things you could do. You can either do stuff for them to give you gold, you can hire them, you can put a bounty on someone, or if they have a gun, you can challenge them, and if you kill them, you can get the gun, and that's how you get the exotic weapons and stuff. Hopefully that covers everything you need to know about gold. It's pretty self-explanatory. And with shotguns, there's not really a better shotgun, but it's all about what you like, because they're different. Charge shotgun is slower, but it does a lot more damage than the tac shotgun. Tac shotgun's faster, but it does slower damage. That's all based on what you think. When you play the game more, feel them out, feel them both out, and you'll come to find out. Now, for SMGs, they have the silenced SMG and the regular SMG, I believe, are the only one in the game right now. Also the P90, which is basically like the regular SMG, but it's like a epic and legendary form. Like I said, feel them out, all based on perf. And there are also snipers. Snipers are a very powerful weapon to have if used correctly. They added a bunch of different snipers to this game. Exotic snipers that I can't even list them right now. The main one, the bolt action sniper, comes all the way from blue to legendary. If you see them, check them out. Also, everything I'm talking about right now, you can go on creative and check those guns out. Try it for yourself. That's what creative is there for. Now, mobility. There's a lot of different ways to get around the map this season. You can drive cars. It's going to be around the map that do take gas. There's gas stations around the map, which you can see on your map. And there's also little gas tanks also around the map. You can't see, but if you find them, they can fill your car up. There's bounce pads, which you can carry. It doesn't take a slot in your inventory, but you can carry it. You can use it. It basically bounces you off. I'll show you a clip right now. There's impulse nades, which are really useful. It does take a spot in your inventory, but I really like them. It can get you in around the map pretty fast if you have a lot of them. And something new to this season, sand tunneling. When you're in the sand, you can sink into the sand, move around like that, and when you build up speed, you can go pretty fast. And let me not forget, there's also boats that you drive on water, and you can also drive on the land, but it's going to be slower, and the boat will slowly take damage. Not really that noticeable, but it will slowly take damage. You are obviously slower on land, but you can still boost and still get around quicker than you would on foot. But yeah, cars are the only vehicle that requires gas. Boats do not require gas. You can use it as much as you want. And let's not forget, you can ride sharks, but it's very uncommon that people do it because there's not many sharks anymore. If you played last season or the season, yeah, I think it was the season before that, it was more sharks. I think there was more sharks. But whenever the time the map was flooded with water and there were sharks everywhere, a lot of people would used to do it, but now it's not very common that people do it because there's not really a point. But just putting that out there. And if you want to know how to do it, you get a fishing rod, cast it at them. If they bite it, you start riding it. Now, on to one of the most important parts about this game, which is building. You cannot survive this game without knowing how to build or without learning about building. Now, there is 4 different builds you can make. You can make a wall, you can make a ramp, you can make a cone, and you can make a floor. And all of those can be edited to how you want them. You can pre-edit them, but I recommend having them just the way they are, or you can edit them when they're already built. And we're gonna get more into editing later on in this video. And these builds are mainly used to cover yourself in fights, rushing someone, getting the best angle on someone, build fighting with someone. And I also do have a video that I made a while back ago, the basics of build fighting for like complete beginners. I'm gonna leave that first link in the description. Y'all can go check it out. You basically try to use these builds to your advantage to get the best angle on your opponent. Some very common builds that a lot of people use are 90s, double ramp rushes. Anyway, now on to editing. Editing is one of the most important things about this game, right next to building. I feel like building and editing are like mixed into one, because building and editing are kind of it's not the same thing, but they're used the same way. We basically use editing to get you a better angle on the opponent and to have more control over the fight. And if you ever watch gameplay of Fortnite, you see people build fighting, box fighting, and you see them trying to take the wall, because when they have their wall and they can edit it, they have a big advantage on the opponent because they really are just in control of that box. And you can edit on them however you want it to get the best angle on them, to get the best shot off in your favor. And it's all about being fast with it to really get your shots off without them hitting you. That's all that you can practice in creative in your own world. You can start up your own island in creative, unlimited mats, and get to working. Now, the different edits you can do the corner edits from each side, top right, top left, bottom right. You can do door edits, you can do windows, double windows. A lot of different edits you can do to really give you a better angle on your opponent or peek through your box. And to build, you obviously need materials, which is it's wood, brick, and metal. You can get these by farming trees and stuff for wood, rocks for bricks, and metal for like cars and stuff. You know, everything around the map is pretty much farmable, almost everything around the map, and it'll give you one of the 3 categories, which is, like I said, wood, brick, and metal. You want to make sure you have a good amount of materials in the game, around mid-game also, because those materials could save your life. If you're late in the game and you do not have enough materials, I guarantee you will lose. This game is based off of building, is based off of materials. So you want to make sure you're always farming. You can never have too many mats, but it does max out at 999 each category. Unless you're playing arena, it's 500. But if you're not playing arena, if you're playing regular, it maxes out at 999. And if you go late game with no materials and you run into somebody and maybe they're not even better than you, but you have no materials, there's nothing you can do. You're helpless, and they will 9 times out of 10 kill you. Another tip I can give you is use your materials wisely, because even if you have a lot, they go bad just like that in the flow of a game. So make sure you're farming, make sure you're always looking at your materials so you won't run out, and like I said, use them wisely, man. Now in Fortnite, you do not need kills to win, but if you want kills, you gotta learn how to fight with someone. When I say you don't need kills, I'm saying you can win with 0 kills if the last person kills themselves or something by accident. Like, you do need to learn how to kill people, but you don't need it to win. But like I said, you gotta learn how to fight. Now, all that is gonna come with overtime, playing the game. You're not gonna hop on your first game and completely destroy everybody in the lobby. Play it a lot, watch a lot of videos, have a bunch of tutorial videos on my channel. Check me out, subscribe if you haven't. Yeah, man, even with everything I just told you, you won't be able to hop on and just win the game. This all is gonna take time and practice, but I pretty much covered everything I need to cover other than the item shop, which I'm about to cover right now. Item shop basically changes a lot, and they bring out, this is where you can get skins with V-Bucks. V-Bucks you can only buy, you can't really get them anywhere else. And here are the prices. I don't really buy skins anymore because there's really no point. They don't give you any advantage. And you know, and Fortnite likes to collab with a lot of other things. Like, they collab with Marvel, they just collabed with The Walking Dead. As you can see, Daryl and Michonne. If you watch The Walking Dead, I love The Walking Dead, it's my favorite show. They got Master Chief, you know, also the battle pass that you can get every season. They come out with a new battle pass. It's always going to be $9.50, and this season Fortnite Crew, they just added it. It's basically a subscription. It's $11.99. It basically, you get the battle pass every single season for free if you're on this Fortnite Crew subscription. You also get 1,000 V-Bucks every month, and monthly crew pack. This month, get Galaxy outfit and style back bling. So yeah, man, I would get it, but I just don't want to. But yeah, it looks very fair. It looks very worth it. But yeah, man, I think I covered everything I need. If you have any questions that I didn't cover because I went pretty fast, leave them down below, man. I will gladly help you out. Now, these videos do take me a long time to edit. They take me so much time to make. So if you could help me out by just hitting the little like button, hitting the subscribe button. We on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Other than that, man, have a blessed day. I'm out.